Trying this shit out. Hi, everybody. What is trying this shit out? Hi, everybody. What is trying this shit out?
Okay, well,
Hi, everybody. What is trying this shit out?
okay, well,
Hi, everybody.
this is going like I have no idea what's going on right now.
Trying this shit out.
Okay, well,
Hi, everybody.
this is going like I have no idea what's going on right now.
Trying this shit out.
Okay,
Hi,
well,
everybody.
let's get into this. Okay, I am going to be doing some streams. The streams we're going to send around Out of the Park Baseball 20. And in March, they're going to settle around Out of the Park Baseball 21. I am going to stream for myself. Whoever watches, that's a bonus for me. I am going to talk about my baseball universe. In my baseball universe, there are 3 leagues, major leagues. MLB, Japan, which is the Nippon Professional Baseball League, and the KBL, which is the Korean Professional Baseball League. Now, Nippon and Korea are both going to be expanded eventually to include 30 teams, but right now they're both at 20. Before this current season, I was a general manager in Japan, and this is my stream is going to consist of me general managing and managing a Major League Baseball team. Well, let's get started. This first stream is basically an introduction to me, my team, and a roster update. That's what I'm going to do. So, I am the general manager of the Colorado Rockies. The season is about to start, and this is my roster. My starting pitching, my bullpen. We're going to start with the starting pitching because let's start with the starters and let's go from there. Yuan. Juan. He is my starter. He is a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, or as it aptly has been renamed, a Tim Patrick Award winner. I signed him recently to a 7-year contract with a player opt-out. He is my staff ace. Now, he is my first signing, and really expect him to do well. Now, Colorado does have one of the toughest ballparks to pitch in, but I think with his proven track record, he will do pretty well here. Plus, he's highly regarded, which will help. If he's not doing so well, his teammate skills and status will keep him and help him get back on level. He's adaptable, great work ethic, great leadership, which is always good for a team. My number 2 starter, probably not going to end up my number 2 starter for the entire year, but pretty serviceable. I got him from Boston earlier in the season, off season, my first trade. He's more of just like a filler. I think he has had a rough, like he hasn't had a really good career, but he hasn't had a bad career. Like that walk rate, really nice for a guy who's thrown that many innings. So I'm pretty impressed, and hasn't been good the last 2 seasons, above 3, but his time in Boston, it really went down. So I'm hoping he continues to stay that way because it's going to be not the easiest place to pitch. But serviceable pitcher, really good. So now this guy, he is on the team for his 5th season. I declined signing him to a long-term extension because, well, I haven't really taken over the team, and I don't want to give a long-term extension. Yes, I did sign Juan to a 7-year deal, but as you can tell by his statistics, he hasn't really proven much. Now, the last 2 years, he's been good with the ERA plus in 2015 and above league average last year. And that whip was nice. His walk rate pretty steady. So the numbers are there. I'm just going to see it for myself how it goes. Now, obviously, I plan to give him a nice extension if it goes well, so let's hope it does. Now, again, going against my rule, I signed this guy. Now, yes, long-term money, decent contracts, decent contract, but I know him personally, having managed against him when he was playing in Japan. I've played in Japan against him, so I know how good he can be. He is coming off an injury and his worst season since 2010. So, but 2010 was before he got the control, and Japan is has some guys who can really hurt you on that, as you can tell by the walks up here. But if you look at his stats, 2015, 2014, oh, just superb. So I'm hoping that can translate. As you can tell, he has similar ratings to Mike. So for this guy, there was a battle for the fifth roster spot in the rotation. I was leaning towards this guy anyway. Power pitcher, great control. But I did a battle because I like to have at least a few battles in my camps. I chose him out of the battle because obviously he didn't walk many people, and that's important to me. Honestly, I don't care if he doesn't have a really good season. You're not walking people, and you're giving me at least a decent chance to win. I'll take it. And he could break out. You never know. Have a good season. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty happy with my starting rotation. Well, let's talk about the bullpen because, like in baseball, bullpens are very important. Well, let's start with the main pitcher, your closer. I got him in the same trade I got Whitehall. He is good. He is really good. His last season was very bad, very very bad. So I'm hoping for the bounce back year, which I can get now. Pitching in Colorado might not be the best, but I'm really hoping that his ratings play through and he plays more towards his career stat line. Now the WHIP is a little high, but that ERA plus shows me all I need to know. And he has a good strikeout rate over his career. A little low the last couple of years, below 9, and 8.3 last year. But I'm saying if he gets around 9, I'll be pretty happy. Dave Montgomery. Now there's a storyline in these games. The storyline, the storyline mostly is Dave went to India and met a guru, kind of helped him learn more about pitching, and he got a talent boost. His movement went up, his stuff went up. So I'm hoping it continues because I signed this guy to a contract extension, and he's going to be a main part of my bullpen. Look at those. That K ratio, good walk ratio, amazing whip. Like, he's all I could ask for, and with that little talent boost, hopefully it pays off. I'm going to go off here. He's going to be my main middle reliever. Now, he was my first signing when I took over a Japanese team, and was downright amazing. Now, he was injured all of 2016 with an injury in spring training there. I'm hoping that he comes back from this injury, a little tired arm, so we'll see what happens. But he is going to be my main pitcher of the bullpen. Now, he has pitched in the major leagues before, and as a closer, great strikeouts. He did walk a few too many. Now, I'm hoping that pitching in Japan and his last season in the majors are more of the realistic type of what he's going to do. But I can't be certain because he hasn't been in the majors for a while and he's been injured. So we'll see what happens. Okay, next up in the bullpen. we have Ron Compton. Now, Ron Compton I picked up from Arizona. He's had a decent career. Not the greatest last season, but above league average. And he's a workhorse. He's making a little pricey money, so probably not going to re-sign him, but I love pitchers like this. Has had closer experience, and he's had a decent run. Doesn't strike out too many, but I'm not always mindful of that. I'm fine if you can get guys out. So we'll good solid arm. Now this guy, he's had 3 really good years in a row, and even if you want to include the fourth, he's had 4 good years and 3 really good years. I'm hoping that continues. There's a lot of good arms in the bullpen, so he's not going to be counted on as the number one guy. But man, those low whips, off the charts. Off the charts. Now, another one. He was my closer. Not mine, per se, but the closer of the team before I took over. He had a rough season. A lot of homers, but similar walks, similar strikeouts. Just it wasn't a good year, though. A lot too many homers, too high ERA, but more saves. He is going to be my setup guy, high leverage guy, but not mostly. He's gonna pitch in the middle innings and pitch when we're losing a lot more than pitch when we're winning now because I have a few better pitchers than him. But ever need to close with someone to step in, he's perfect for that. He's done it, proven track record, and this is his free agent to be year, so a little more incentive for him to be good, especially if he wants to go become a closer somewhere else. He's the young guy on my staff, uh, and he's really good against lefties. So a reason to keep him around. A true, even though I have 2 other lefties, he's really the true lefty specialist that I have, and I want to use it for specific lefties. I know, yeah, put a rookie in that spot, not the best thing, but also he started some games last year for Colorado and the year before. So with that experience, I'm hoping that, hey, for one, if I ever need a starter, he's my number 2 choice. So there's that. Also, I might do a few openers, bullpen games here and there. He could always start the game like that. Uh, he is a candidate to be sent down if I make a trade or something like that, but pretty solid arm. Now, Chris, he lost the battle in the starting rotation. As you can see by his 4 starts, only one of them was really good, and even that one he walked 2 guys. So I kind of decided to put him as my long man. He has the stamina for it, and his stuff went up big time. So this might be the best role for him, personally. Uh, is as a long man, but I'm not sure. Like I haven't really played a game with these guys yet. That's gonna come soon. Uh, I'm excited to see what goes on here, but also anyone gets injured, he'll be the first one to become the starter. Okay, so that's my pitching rotation. Hope you guys learned something about that. Any questions, you can always let me know. Hit me up. I'm always down to answer questions. Most of my videos at the start of every season are going to be like this. I will do these type of videos for the playoffs when I'm picking my playoff roster. And obviously, maybe in the season I'll go gloss over if any trades or any major like changes to closer or who's where. I do change who's long relief here and there based on performance. And I do change the pitching rotation here and there, well, mostly around the All Star break, but not too much. Guys are in and out, guys are changing up and down. Another mini roster update will come around the draft and the trade deadline, just because things change around then. Now let's go to my lineup. Now, to go to my lineup, I'm going to go to the transaction page because I want to show you some things I did. Now, today was the day I let people go, put people in the minors, because I like to do that all before opening day so they don't get that extra day of service. Yeah, yeah. Already service manipulating. That's how I do it. Okay, so first off is the catcher. Now, this guy, I let him get claimed off waivers. I particularly didn't want him. Not that he's bad. Great defensive catcher, good to have on the team. But I had other plans for my catching position, and he was expendable, and I knew he'd get picked up. That defense is just on point. So, who are my catchers? This guy signed him outright. I needed a veteran catcher that I'd like, and someone who has fan favoritism, will help my roster even if he's not doing so good, and has the pedigree of being on a championship team and winning an award for that championship team. Not the greatest catcher of all time, but solid. Solid below average catcher. The next guy is another one. He was a Rule 5 draft pick. Now, he's been transferred over to first base because he's not very good defensively, but I really like that bat. High gap power in Colorado is a plus. He's going to hit a shit ton of doubles and triples. Well, mostly doubles because he's slow. But the ability to play first base is also a key. I'm going to see how he works. If it doesn't work out, yeah, maybe I'll try and trade for him, release him in the trade, put him in the minors. But I really like him, so I sent down this guy, another 28-year-old, who that good defense. I also signed outright, who I was going to give a shot this year, but one came along. He's on a full contract. He will get playing time in the major leagues. I just don't know when it's going to be. We'll see what happens. Maybe Guerrero fails and falters, but he's next in line. Okay, let's do first base. This man has been on the team. He got a decent contract, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year, won a Gold Glove. He's done everything. His walks, his strikeouts, he's just been really good. Now, with the team changing and him declining a little bit, I've had some other options, but solid first baseman, and I look for more of the same. Joe Green, another Rule 5 pick. Now, Joe Green's a little older, so recently drafted out of college, but just didn't get the shot in Chicago or anything. So I picked him up. He's made my opening day roster and is my second baseman. He could be a second baseman on this team for a while. I really like his stats. He has okay defense, but there's always enough defenders out there that I could have it. It's not like he's super bad, that he's going to be a liability, but he's not going to be a plus for me. His bat against lefties will be a plus plus, and I'm excited for that, especially in this ballpark. Now, I did do a transaction a couple days ago. I traded my other second baseman to Florida because Green took the job and really didn't need this guy anymore. Jim Butler is going to get playing time. I don't know when, but he'll get playing time. He is a decent first baseman who just needs to be given a shot. It might not come with me, but he deserves to be in the major leagues, and he's a great option. At the moment, it's a little tough with my outfield depth. Juan Cepeda has taken over the job and is going to take over the job. I'm hoping he can reach 2015 levels of production, more than 2016, but we do what we can. Backing him up is Luis. Now, there was a battle for this backup position between Luis and Nate Connors. I'll get to later. Nate Connors hit well, but this guy has the ability to play all the positions pretty well, and high gap power plays, as you can see by Colorado Springs. A lot of doubles in the minor leagues, but he can also play defensively, which is really key. I do like pretty good team defense. Shortstop. He is my guaranteed backup. He is young. He'll eventually be a starter on this team. We'll see what goes from there. Not too much special about him, but I also don't know him so well. He's my starting shortstop. I'm probably leaning against him being starting shortstop forever, and I might trade him because Nate Connors is literally the same stats as him, just less defense. So we'll see. We'll see. He is also one of very, very, very popular player here in Colorado. Now we're getting into the outfield. And the outfield is where we had some issues this off season because we had a lot, just a lot. And what are you gonna do, right? I traded for this guy. He's making some decent money, but he has some amazing statistics. And if he can stay healthy, we are gonna be unbeatable. Well, at least from a hitting standpoint. So I'm excited for that. Pitching, another story. Who did I send down? Well, I sent down Ron Mendinsky, who I mostly picked up because he's from Colorado. But then I looked at his ratings and I looked at his career, and I'm like, this guy can ball. He can flat out ball. Not get on base, but ball. Sometimes you need a few guys like that. So I picked him up. Plus, he's a local kid, so I'll get a boost for that. He just missed out on the roster because of someone else, but first injury, he's up there. This is another guy who I played with in Japan. Really loved him. Hard worker. Trying to give him another shot at the show, which his last game came in 2011. So, kind of hoping for this. This is the guy we signed that replaced Ron. I don't know how he stayed unsigned for so long, but he did. And he's coming off his best season of his career. So let's go. Sweat it out, man. Once we get there, we got to get back to work. This guy played in Seattle last year, got his second real opportunity playing. St. Louis, he didn't really play so much, but what are you going to do? Florida in 2011 is where he got his first taste, and he did a pretty good job. I'm hoping that a taste mostly against lefties and back up against righties will help that. Here's Nate Connors, as mentioned before, also someone I played with. Really like his style of play. He's fast, he's quick, and he plays pretty good defense. So he will get a call up if he's still in the organization by May 30th. I'm not sure people are going to get hurt that quickly, but you never know. Now, he was optioned to the minors because he wasn't good enough. Now there's this whole debate about who's good enough on the Raptors because we lost one game. Shit happens. Um, he is a pretty good pitcher, but I'm really, really, really looking forward to see if he can develop that changeup to become an elite pitcher. Not who I thought I'd be sending down, but with all the signings and stuff like that, playing with a 25-man roster is a little different than playing with 26. Let's go to the rest of the center fielder. Okay, so he's starting center fielder. He plays great defense. He can play against righties. There's nothing particularly special about him. Here's his backup. He was the starting outfielder. He plays great defense. He doesn't hit righties. He hits lefties, but he can hit both. And he had a below 500 season. I'm hoping everyone comes back from their great seasons and has a good season. I don't care about great. I care about good. And he could win his starting center fielder job back. I wait to see. Pat Hoffman. Barely got any playing time during the spring training because I was always testing out other outfielders who played right. And guess what position he plays? Right. But it's not like he needs much. He's been through a bunch of these spring trainings and he's had a pretty good career so far. Big injury recently, last year apparently, kind of derailed him, but he's well on his way to signing a boatload of jerseys, and I'm really happy for him. Well, that is it for my team. I'm going to stop right there because I'm starting to get tired. I will look at this later, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Like I said, people are watching. Thank you for that. I'm mostly going to do another video probably around May time. That's when I really change my roster and the new draft comes out. I will emphasize which picks I'm on and who I'm looking for in the draft. See you guys around, guys and ladies.